ben atheïstisch.
I'm not religious.
I'm reformed.
I'm not religious.
Ik heb geen religieuze achtergrond.
Religion has always been a topic suitable for debate. Some people love it and live by it, some have problems with it, and some aren't influenced by it that much. Nowadays, with so many issues in the world revolving around religion, it might be quite revealing and refreshing to hear the opinions and the views of religious and non-religious people about religion.
Life is tough sometimes, and you have to find your way. And lots of tough decisions which have a lot of responsibility on your shoulder, and they need some kind of guidance because they feel that they are, as individuals, cannot cope with the system and the world alone.
People need a way to know things or know things that they don't know, find a way to explain it, and religion is, I think, the best option to focalize that.
Because there are so much things in our world, terrorism and bombs and so much negativism. And so I to be a little bit positive is in the other way. I can do this with my believement.
Ik denk wel dat religie een van de oorzaken is voor al de oorlogen die er op dit moment zijn. En ik denk dat we daar ook, daarom ben ik blij dat ik zelf dat niet heb, zeg maar. Dat ik gewoon een soort van Zwitserland ben. Dat ik me er niet mee bezig hou.
Nou, 4 jaar geleden is mijn buurman overleden, dus zwaar gereformeerd. En toen is hij overleden, toen was de God er ook niet. En toen de buurvrouw is ook uit de kerk gestapt en de dochter ook. Op dat moment dan denk je, waar is die man nou dan? Waar is die dan?
Although there's been a decline in the amount of religious people in Western society, religion is still playing a big role in many people's lives, starting with Christianity.
Eigenlijk altijd al. Mijn ouders waren gelovige mensen, waren van een heel katholiek gezin. Ik ben in 1944 geboren, ben nog in een hele andere tijd opgegroeid. Want als ik de tijd van toen en van nu zie, dan is dat een verschil van eeuwen ongeveer. Dat is zo'n andere wereld geweest. De jaren 50, begin 60. Eind jaren 60 begon het te wentelen, begon de nieuwe tijd te komen. En dat is allemaal steeds sneller gegaan. En vooral sinds 2000 lijkt het nog weer in een versnelde tempo te gaan. En mijn broers en zussen gaan nog allemaal naar de kerk toe. Terwijl de hele familie die heel katholiek was, is natuurlijk allemaal veel minder geworden. Hè? Dus overal is een soort stille pest door het land gegaan. Waarin de ene de ander omviel. Ontdekkingen en ontwikkelingen die er op technisch gebied zijn, op alle mogelijke gebieden zijn, die lossen onze grote vragen niet op. De vragen van het leven, over liefde, leven, dood enzovoort. Die vragen die zijn van alle tijden. Ja, dat is natuurlijk een oeroude vraag. Hè? God is geen tovenaar. Hè? God lost niet zomaar onze problemen op. En de meeste van de problemen die er zijn, veroorzaken mensen zelf. En het lijden heeft ook een functie, heeft ook een zin. Hè? Het lijden is niet zomaar iets wat er niet zou moeten zijn. Want dan zou je altijd een soort rozenwolken lopen. En dat zou niet reëel zijn. Hè? Lijden kan ook juist vormen. Kan ook je meer volwassen maken, meer mens maken. Ik denk dat mensen vroeger in ieder geval meer aanvaarden. En nu, dat mensen nu in een hele tijd van, waar God ver weg is, dat ze dan vaak juist gewoon met de vuistballen en God en waarom ik en zo. Omdat mensen niet zonder kunnen uiteindelijk. Het zit in de natuur van de mens om naar het hogere te reiken. Altijd. Altijd. Mens kan niet zonder.
Islam has the second highest amount of participants in the world. The religion is based on the Quran and on the teaching of the Islamic prophet Muhammad.
Basically, I was born into it, so it really wasn't a choice. But it works for me. It gives me peace of mind. just praying every day for the people that I love. It's a tough question. I think it's mankind, that a lot of bad people in the world, religious or not religious, doesn't matter. Like people with they're either brainwashed, or they're just dumb, or just up to evil, to doing evil. One of those things. There's a lot of evil, messed up people in the world, and the fact that there is a God doesn't change that. Like, they're just bad people, and they do bad things, and bad things happen, and it's very difficult to stop it. Yeah, I think it's going to be less influential, but I think it'll always stick around. Like there will always be a religion, and there will always be a religious people. So I think it'll stick around.
You know, I've never really thought about it because I was brought up in an atheist environment, so I've never really been confronted with religion or things like that. So for me it's normal to be an atheist, and I've never thought about any other option. It doesn't influence my life at all, because, you know, because I'm not religious, I never think about religion or ever think about being an atheist. It's just something that's normal for me. And maybe because I'm not religious, I don't have to follow any rules or things like that. So I don't feel limited by it, but I also don't feel like it gives me an advantage or whatever. I don't have a single religious person in my family, so everybody is non-religious. However, my dad and mom were raised as Christians, I think, but they abandoned their faith. Maybe because it felt like an obligation for them to go to church, etc. And you have to understand that they grew up in the 1960s and the 1970s, when there was a change in thought about religion, you know. A lot of people stepped away from religion in that time, so maybe they were influenced by their peers or by their friends to not be religious. Not at all, but however I can imagine if someone comes up to me and tries to persuade me to become religious, for example, that I wouldn't be really fond of that, you know. That's something I probably wouldn't like. I think most people become religious because their parents taught them to be religious, and it's something that gets passed on from generation to generation. I don't think a lot of people make a choice later in life to become religious. But I do think that when a nation or a region gets more developed, that you see that less people become religious, or more people drop their religion.
Religion is not something that can be summarized to one opinion or another, and cannot be labeled as good or evil, as throughout the ages it has been used as both many wrong reasons, yet has also been the cause of many positive things, such as peace of mind, community, or faith in a higher power. Whether or not religion will survive is something that only time will tell.
This is my opinion.